Love often disguises itself in the most subtle of ways. It doesn't always shout from the rooftops or announce itself in grand gestures. Sometimes the most intense feelings remain locked away, hidden beneath layers of fear, hesitation, and vulnerability. When someone secretly loves you but is scared to admit it, their emotions leak through in fragmented expressions, fleeting glances, awkward silences, unexpected moments of tenderness. Psychology teaches us that people often betray their true feelings through their behavior, even when their words deny it. The subconscious mind leaks signals, often emotional in nature, that whisper the truth long before it's ever spoken aloud. There is a psychology to hidden love, and it speaks in clues, emotional signs that reveal what someone feels for you deep inside, even when their lips remain sealed. First, consider the emotional intensity of their reactions to you. Someone who secretly loves you is emotionally invested in you, whether they admit it or not. You might notice that they light up when you enter the room or seem deflated when you're distant. These emotional fluctuations are involuntary. They happen because your presence matters deeply to them. When you talk to someone and their entire mood shifts, especially in a positive direction, it's a sign that your emotional significance in their life is far greater than they're letting on. They may try to play it cool, but their eyes tell a different story. Their facial expressions, tone of voice, and overall energy betray the storm of feelings they are trying to suppress. In psychology, this is often tied to the limbic system, the brain's emotional core, which activates involuntarily, revealing what the person is truly experiencing inside. Another sign lies in the way they remember the smallest details about you. When someone is emotionally attached to you, their brain records even the seemingly insignificant things you say or do. They'll remember how you take your coffee, the name of your childhood pet, the fact that you once mentioned loving thunderstorms. These details might seem trivial to others, but to someone in love, they are pieces of a larger, treasured puzzle. This phenomenon is rooted in emotional salience, our brain's tendency to assign importance to things we care deeply about. In the context of hidden love, this means the person is constantly attuned to your likes, dislikes, habits, and preferences, storing them like precious keepsakes. Their ability to recall what matters to you, even if they never openly express why, reveals a profound emotional connection. Pay attention to their body language. The body doesn't lie. When someone secretly loves you, their nonverbal cues often speak louder than words. They may lean in when you speak, mirror your gestures unconsciously, or orient their body towards you even in a crowded room. Their eyes might linger just a little longer than necessary, and when you look away, you might catch them still watching. These gestures, though subtle, are powerful indicators of emotional attraction. According to psychological studies on mirroring and synchrony, we tend to subconsciously mimic the body language of those we feel close to. So if this person frequently aligns their posture, speech patterns, or facial expressions with yours, it's likely because they feel emotionally bonded to you, even if they're scared to admit it. You might also sense a pattern of mixed signals. Sometimes they seem incredibly close, almost vulnerable, and other times they pull away. This emotional push and pull can be confusing, but it often stems from fear. People who secretly love you but are scared to express it are constantly battling internal conflict. On one hand, they crave closeness. On the other, they fear rejection, judgment, or the loss of control. This internal war manifests in erratic behavior, warmth followed by coldness, attention followed by withdrawal. This emotional inconsistency is not a sign that they don't care, but rather that they care too much and don't know how to handle it. Their fear of exposing their heart leaves them stuck in limbo, where their actions contradict their feelings. Vulnerability is another emotional sign that shouldn't be overlooked. If they confide in you, share their fears, dreams, or past pain, it's often a reflection of trust and emotional intimacy. Love isn't just about passion, it's also about safety. When someone opens up emotionally, especially if they're typically guarded with others, it means they feel emotionally safe with you. This kind of vulnerability is rarely shown unless there's a deeper feeling involved. It might come out during late-night conversations, quiet moments, or sudden admissions that take you by surprise. Their willingness to be emotionally raw with you suggests they are trying to form a deeper connection, even if they're too scared to name it as love. Another telling emotional sign is jealousy. Not the overt, toxic kind, but subtle flashes of discomfort when they see you getting close to someone else. The mood might shift, their expressions may tighten, or they might suddenly become distant. This reaction is not necessarily one they're proud of, but it's honest. Hidden love is often accompanied by an unspoken desire to be the person you laugh with, lean on, and share your attention with. When they see someone else in that role, even momentarily, it activates a quiet kind of jealousy that slips through before they can catch it. They might try to mask it with indifference or jokes, but their emotional response is rooted in their desire to matter more to you. Supportiveness is another deeply emotional indicator. Someone who secretly loves you often becomes your biggest cheerleader. They celebrate your victories, support your goals, and show up when you need them. This emotional investment is often quiet and consistent. They may not declare their love, but they prove it in their actions, being there during tough times, encouraging you when you doubt yourself, defending you when others criticize. Their care is woven into how they treat you every day. Psychology refers to this as prosocial behavior, and it often increases when we feel a strong emotional attachment. This kind of unconditional support, especially when it's sustained over time without expectation, suggests feelings that go far beyond friendship. Lastly, there's the emotional tension, those moments that feel charged with something unspoken. You might find yourself sharing a look that lingers too long, a silence that feels thick with meaning, or a touch that feels electric. These moments are hard to define but impossible to ignore. They often happen in quiet, in between spaces, during a goodbye, a moment of laughter, or while sitting close with nothing to say. The atmosphere changes. It becomes heavier, more intimate, filled with unexpressed longing. This emotional intensity is often a reflection of suppressed feelings trying to surface. Even if neither of you acts on it, you both feel it. And that feeling, so real, so undeniable, is the emotional truth trying to break through the fear. All of these emotional signs, taken together, paint a picture of someone who is emotionally entangled with you in ways they might not even fully understand themselves. They might not say the words, but their heart speaks in every glance, every pause, every act of kindness. Their fear of admitting their love may come from many sources: past trauma, fear of vulnerability, worry about ruining the relationship, but the feelings are real, powerful, and persistent. As humans, we are often more afraid of emotional exposure than we are of physical danger. But love, especially hidden love, has a way of revealing itself despite our best efforts to keep it buried. If you pay attention not just to what they say, but to what they feel, you'll see the truth shining through. Hidden love is one of the most beautiful and painful things to witness. It's filled with longing, silence, hope, and fear. But it's also deeply human. These emotional signs aren't just signals. They're love letters written in the language of psychology, waiting to be understood. And sometimes, understanding those signs is the first step in turning silent love into something spoken, shared, and real.